Fellas, I know why you were all here. You aren't here to reach Celestial. You aren't even here to get the silver crest on your banner at the end of the season. It's about more than that. You are here to become a god at Marvel Rivals fast so that your friends can glaze you just like the Giga Chad you are.
So Chris, this is Nate. He's Ben's brother.
Very good.
First time playing Rivals.
Sure, some of the things you learn in this video will help you rank up, but this video is aimed at results fast, and what you need to do might surprise you. It doesn't take just crazy aim to become the GOAT in your teammates' eyes. It all comes down to learning a few skills to better set everyone up for success. These come down to just a couple of skills: understanding ultimate economy and character matchups. Starting off with the first skill, understanding how the ultimate economy works in Marvel Rivals is super crucial to your success. When I say ultimate economy, I'm referring to what ultimates both teams have, how fast different characters get their ultimates, etc. The basics of understanding how the ultimate economy works is easy with Star-Lord, for example. I have my Star-Lord ultimate, but the Luna Snow has her ultimate. Instead of just using my Star-Lord ultimate, I'm going to try to pressure the Luna Snow first without it to attempt and kill her, opening myself up for some crazy valuable ultimates, or just to force her to use her ultimate first, doing pretty much the same damn thing. This seems pretty simple, right? But the problem is, every other video under the sun has probably told you this concept that it gets pretty old, right? So let's make this a little bit more complex. Let's take a look at team compositions too. Since there is no role queue in Marvel Rivals and people can play whatever the heck they want, sometimes that is going to affect how fast different characters get their ultimates. For example, Star-Lord into an enemy composition with 2 tanks is going to get his ultimate much faster than a Star-Lord into a composition with 1 tank. And that is realistically true for any character, especially if you notice that they are shooting tanks more than other targets. On the flip side though, that Luna Snow we were talking about earlier is probably going to get her ultimate faster with 2 tanks on her team compared to 1. However, if she has a composition with 3 supports, she is going to get her ultimate a lot slower if they are all focusing on raw healing output, possibly letting the enemy DPS outfarm the first ultimate. So what does all this yap even mean? You should always be thinking about who has ultimates on the enemy team before a team fight, and consider how they might get them faster and or slower than normal. The last thing I want to say is, if a DPS just full killed a tank solo, they're gonna have their ultimate faster. This means that they are charging their ultimate faster than your supports, so this means you probably want to find a way to kill them first in the next fight. Just a thought. This is a tip that doesn't require you to aim better, move better, or even have better teammates. It is a simple mental exercise that just makes you look crazy smart, and to the untrained eye, a straight up genius. The next concept we're going to cover includes understanding character matchups. I say characters and not composition matchups because, well, when you're playing with your friends, the likelihood of a team-wide shift in playstyle is just not realistic. Jake, after his 9 to 5, just wants to play the Punisher and shoot things. He isn't really thinking about anyone else or switching to anyone else for the team. So it's up to you to help your homeboy, not homeboy to help you, that is, if you want to look like a god in his eyes. Let's talk about character matchups with the Punisher though. Most people don't think about characters and what their strengths and weaknesses are and how they might get countered or excel even against enemies. Looking at Punisher, he does some pretty consistent damage and doesn't mind getting up close and personal either with his shotgun. However, this means that he struggles when getting overwhelmed by multiple angles, as he doesn't have great mobility to get away if he gets caught out. This means that characters that do not struggle to get on top of him or pull him out of position like Hulk, Thor, Star-Lord, Psylocke, or even Invisible Woman can give him a really hard time. Using this information, there are a couple things you can do to help your homeboy Jake. You can run characters that counter his counters to better enable him, possibly like Doctor Strange to give him a shield to poke freely, Groot to punish overextending DPS, Namor to give flankers turrets to think about, or realistically any support to help peel damage off of him as well. Bonus points if it's a Rocket Raccoon to give him that extra duo bonus. This is how you can help your team do more passively without them even realizing. But it also goes both ways. Understanding matchups can help you play better as well. Do they have a pesky Hawkeye and Hela composition that is just doming you in the open all the time? Play around your friends on Strange, or better yet, try to play around cover without them seeing you and assassinate them when they try to walk up. There is more than one way to skin the cat that is Marvel Rivals, but the only way that you can begin playing more consistently way in carrying more games is by thinking ahead of everyone else, even if you aren't directly telling them what to do. All right, well, let's be real. If I don't put something in here about getting better aim, some people aren't going to have the ego required to be truly godly with their plays. To those people, I either suggest you go watch some Blue Lock or get your ass on Deathmatch. Pick some of your favorite character and just grind Deathmatch 30 minutes before your friends get home from work and get on. Then when they do get on, you invite them to a party or a Discord call or whatever, and when they ask you, hey bro, what's good? Or what have you been up to? You just say, oh, me? I'm just hanging around. Like the chill guy you are, and dominate the next lobby you happen to be in with them. Little did they know you've been grinding Doom Match, warming up for weeks, and have been consistently getting better at duels the whole time. Seriously though, this is a tool that I think everyone should be using. It is what I used to do before every match when I was playing Overwatch competitively, and it helps me out a ton. The same goes for Marvel Rivals. All right, so there you go. I just laid out everything you need to do to be perceived as good by your friends after the 9 to 5 grind. But understand that it might take you some time to perfect these skills. The ultimate economy is what makes hero shooters, and understanding hero matchups will make you just that much better of a player. Supplement this with aim warm-up routines and you will see yourself improve pretty damn fast. I promise you, just give yourself some grace and time. Anyways, thank you guys all so much for watching. If you want to see more educational Marvel Rivals content, make sure you subscribe. And if you think the gameplay on screen wasn't so completely utterly trash, I am planning on uploading some stream highlights in the future with some commentary possibly on the secondary channel, so check that out as well. But until next time, I've got to peace out and Paz out. I'll see you in the next one.